Stories are recipes for healing or heartbreak or both. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I will tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, this week's story is by Lorna Izoma, and it's titled Folake. It is 2024, and I still miss her. Her name was Folake, and ever since she left me, I have never felt that kind of pure love. We were 300 level students when our eyes met, and sparks flew. You might say we were too young to know what sparks were, but talking to you as a 28-year-old man, I can tell you it was real. We were inseparable. Talking to her came easy. Loving her, easier. And the first time we kissed, there. I had never felt someone kiss me as hungrily as she did. We never had sex because she was not ready, and I didn't mind. As long as she and I were together, all was right with the world. That was until my self-sabotage. You see, Folake was from a rich family, and I, a poor one. I was unperturbed for the most part. I was holding my own. I had a small hustle of making frames and graphic designs, which put me through school. My friends, however, started teasing me whenever I bought new clothes or shoes. They would often say I was chopping a woman's money, which was weird to me. Yes, she aided me from time to time when business was slow, but she was not sponsoring me. Try as I might to ignore their banter, it got to me, and I felt emasculated. Why should I take my girlfriend's money at all? I would often ask myself. I should be the one giving her money. They filled my head with thoughts of her losing respect for me, and they painted pictures of a real man taking her away someday. Folake heard their childish words and tried to reassure me that she never saw it as eating her money. She said she didn't need a man to take care of her financially, and that she only needed love. For some reason, that annoyed me even more. Did that mean she did not need me too? I started ignoring her. We no longer talked, and we no longer kissed. I needed to prove to my friends and to her that I could do well without her money. She got tired of trying to get things back to how they were, and she left me. I lost her and her love, and I will never forgive myself for pushing her away. Refocusing on the task at hand, I reminded myself that I needed to input the logs into the company's database. The new district manager was due any minute, and things needed to be in order. We usually switched DMs every 5 years, and I hoped the incoming wasn't going to give as much trouble as the outgoing. Mr. Daramola was devil sent, always trying to get me to work unpaid overtime. Even when I made sure the work was effectively delegated, diligently completed, and submitted on time, he claimed that as staff manager, I had to leave after he left. As per waiting. Thank God they changed him, abeg. It was really going to be a happy new year. Manager, the new DM is here, sir. A staff member said, peeking through my door. God, please let this new DM not stress me. I prayed, standing up with my back to the door as I adjusted my tie. The first impression is the most important. Hello, good afternoon. You must be the staff manager. I heard a familiar, angelic voice and froze. There was no way. Slowly, I turned to confirm, praying I was mistaken, but hoping I was not. Folake, I blurted out. Excuse me? Sorry, aren't you Folake? I moved closer and she backed away, a look of confusion on her face. She isn't Folake. I am so sorry, ma, I offered, adjusting my bewildered self. You look very much like someone I used to know. But how is this not her? I doubt we have ever met, she replied curtly. A small smile disappeared as quickly as it appeared. But I saw it. I had known that smile. So, you have all the logs and documents ready for me, right? She delved right into business. Yes, ma. The logs have already been sent to your email, and all the documents of our present clients are right here. I handed her the file I had prepared. Thank you. I would like to spend the rest of the afternoon going through only documents, please. She walked past me, one hand in her trouser pocket and the other holding the file. She walks with grace and authority, like those cartel wives who called all the shots. Please inform everyone that there will be a meeting tomorrow so we can all get acquainted. Yes, ma'am, I replied, still stunned by the uncanny resemblance. Or could they be related? But if they were related, she would have stated that, wouldn't she? It could also be a huge coincidence. People dey, sha. Damn it. Folake cursed as she leaned against her closed office door. Joshua. She never thought she would see that annoying face again. I don't need this, she thought to herself as she walked over to her desk. She had a district to manage, and she was aiming for a promotion too. This was a good district with competent workers, an easy win. Did he have to be here? I beg, let me do my job, she sighed as she reached for her laptop and sat down. Maybe this one carry me come here. Her phone's vibration distracted her from her work. It was Tammy. Babe, she responded in a sing-song tone. Hey, baby, a male voice answered. How's the new district? It looks good. They have good statistics and fat clients. Just a few tweaks here and there. And boom, promotion. Tammy interrupted and Folake laughed. Tammy, leave me, Ojare, she said through giggles. But amen. 2024 is bringing blessings. Amen, babe. Amen. I was actually busy, but I needed to quickly check how you were getting on. I love you. Aw, I love you more. Thanks, babe. Talk to you later, okay? Bye. She smiled as she ended the call. She loved how much Tammy cared for her. He was always busy, but she told him how much communication meant to her, and he adjusted. On the condition that she always texted and never called. Something about workplace rules. So as long as he communicated with her, she had no issues. They had been together 2 years, and she was smitten. As was he. She hoped they would be together for a long time. A few hours later, she heard a knock on the door. Ma'am, Joshua said, leaning half his frame through her open door. We are all leaving now. Oh, she exclaimed, reaching for her phone. 5 p.m. already? It was 5 p.m. an hour ago. He leaned against the door. Wow, really? She hadn't realized it had gotten so late. Can you call someone, like the gate man, so they can buy me dinner, please? She asked between yawns. I still have a lot of work to do and I am hungry. Why don't I get it for you? He smirked at her, which she noticed, but ignored. No, thank you, she replied quickly. I can just stay till I am done. You can go home. She went back to her work. The silence in the room was deafening, even to her. She wasn't surprised when Joshua broke the silence. Did I annoy you, ma'am? No, she replied quickly. The last thing she needed was for him to start trying to butter her up. I just don't want to stress you, that's all, she said and continued typing. She hoped her dismissive attitude would send him away. Well, I thought you might be hungry, so I got Chinese, he said, sliding the rest of his frame through the door to reveal a plastic bag. She took a deep breath. I told you, I don't need... Think of it as a welcome present. He raised his hands, palms facing forward in surrender as he interrupted her. He got to her desk and placed the plastic bag on it. Not taking this will be rude, Folake internally reprimanded. If you insist. Thank you. She quietly reached for the bag. Oh, she exclaimed a little too excitedly. Fried noodles and kung po chicken. She looked up at him with twinkling eyes. I love this combo. How did you know? She almost bit her tongue as the words left her mouth. She scowled when she saw his triumphant smile. Her love for Chinese food had betrayed her. Lucky guess, I guess. He made a show of wanting to walk away, but then tapped his fingers as if just remembering something. Folake groaned and rolled her eyes at his conspicuous fake acting. Actually, I knew a lady who loved this exact combo. Pushing the meal aside, she leaned back and gave him a thin smile. Hello, Joshua. Lorna Izoma, also known as the Lulu Writer, is a writer and social media marketer who resides in Lagos. You can read more of her work on Medium at The Lulu Writer and on Eco Africa. And connect with her on Instagram and on X at _TheLulu_writer and on LinkedIn at Lorna Izoma. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and tell someone, everyone, that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.